So I'm having an issue with heat on the driver's side and it's blowing cold on the passenger side. The blend door seems to be actuating properly, so I think it's the heater core is actually blocked up on the passenger side of it. So I'm going to attempt to do a flush rather than try to get underneath this dash. It's like a $1,500 to $2,000 repair job. So to take off the whole dash, get at that heater core. So I'm going to take off the top mount intercooler first to access the hoses. Top mount intercooler removal. I believe these are 12 millimeter. Check. These are 12s. This is also a 12. Undo the hose clamp here. Undo that spring clamp. Undo this vacuum line. Boy, that just does not want to go off. Oh, that was on there. Should be able to lift the whole thing out as long as we've got that loose enough. Let me loosen this up a little bit more. Here we go. This is just a little while you're in there kind of a thing. I'm going to go ahead and grease that clutch pivot point right here. So then as I work the clutch pedal, that should pull some of that grease down into the pivot. Alrighty, so I've got the top, pulled the top hose off, where the heater core goes through the firewall. Just going to pull this up out of the way, off to the side right there. I'll pull the bottom one off. And what my plan is to hook this hose onto the bottom. The other end is connected to the garden hose, which I'll open up very lightly at first. Don't want to go too high of a PSI on this. Got my other section of hose. This is a 5/8. That will actually fit over the top or the bottom really well. I didn't have another section of that, so for the bottom one that's connecting to my garden hose, it's 3/4 inch, I believe. And I've got a worm gear hose clamp on the other side, so hopefully that'll seal it off well enough. This one should seal off well, but I do have the spring clamp I took off the top. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that bottom hose off. Got to get that spring clamp. There we go, down over top of the nipple. And I've got these hose clamps, hose pliers. If I can get it around there, grip it nicely and twist to kind of break the seal. There we go. Then should start being able to pull this off. These things are on there pretty good. There we go, it's coming back slowly but surely. Come on now. Almost off. All right, there is some coolant in here, so put a pan down below to catch the drips. Same thing, I'm gonna pull this off to the side a little bit. Whoop, try not to spill too much of that. I guess that's gonna give me enough room. I got my bottom one on first. It's connected to my hose. Doesn't have to be a perfect seal. Just enough to keep the majority of the water flowing from the hose through the bottom, through the core and back up out the top. I hope that's going to flush it out backwards. And I'm going to have this going over the side of the fender into a bucket. Spring clamp on. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the garden hose. Wow, look at the junk that came out. All right, so now I'm gonna go flip those around and go the opposite way. So I'm gonna hook the drain hose one up to the bottom, over the side and into my bucket. Put the spring clamp on, and then I'll hook the garden hose to the top. I'll run it through that way. Okay. All right, that should be on tight enough. All right, I'm gonna do it one more time, back the other way, and call it good. Okay, let's pull these back off. Put our heater core hoses back on, the ones that go from the block to the heater core. There we go.
No.
I'm recording, it's fine though. Hi, they're fine, Mama. Hi. Okay, I'll put these heater core hoses back on. Bye, love you. Bye. Love you. All right, let's make sure I'm putting the right ones back in their proper place. Oh boy. They're going back on harder, or just as hard as they came off. Give a little twist and push. There we go. All right. Bottom one is on. Get that spring clamp up into position. Right back where it was. Same orientation. Okay, where's our other spring clamp? I got it on the hose. And I believe this is the orientation it was in. Pull the clamp back. Get that hose. Oh boy. There we go. Hose is on. Let me get some coolant running through this thing. All right, we'll throw our top mount intercooler back in. Get everything hooked up. Got our coolant funnel here. We'll get this thing started. Run some coolant through there. Open up the put it on full heat. Try to get that heater core filled back up and flowing properly. Uh-oh, I got rid of my pliers, didn't I? Well, these will work for now. Ooh, got my thumb knuckle. Ah. This one does not like to seal well, so I'm going to put some rags around it here. Shop towels. Judas. Oh, spills already. What in the world? That is just spewing everywhere. My goodness, man. Am I missing a gasket under this thing or what? That is not even sealing. Everything's going according to plan. Not quite. All right, well, we'll start it up and turn on the heater, full blast. Sucking in some coolant. So I burped the heater core hoses. I don't know if I can reach in there well enough. Spewing out our overflow. Sucking it right down and filling up that overflow, overfilling it. To get this overflow out. Drain it a little bit. A little overfull. Come on now. There we go. I think maybe there's some air trapped somewhere in there that was causing it to pressurize quickly and backflow. So I got it closed up. Let me burp the lines a little bit and then I'll start it back up and let it get to operating temp. Make sure it's not overheating. All right, we got some heat in the heater core lines. That's a good sign.